Hello and welcome to 7Games TV. Today I would recommend you to fasten your seatbelt and put on your helmet because we are going to take you to the countryside. So these are our themes for today. Today we drive with full speed over hill and dale. We tested MX vs ATV Untamed. You find out how the off-road game shows itself on the PS3 with us. Also in the news, the new part of the Settlers is out. Blue Byte goes India. And news from the Tiberium universe. Kane's Wrath wants to please the fans of Command & Conquer. THQ brought out the newest part of his off-road series. MX vs ATV Untamed is the title, and that means more dirt, a lot of horsepower and a lot of game fun. Let's take a look at the PS3 version. Well, did you formerly also drive with a bobby car through puddles or ride with a tricycle over self-made jumps? Then we have exactly the right thing for you. In the off-road racer MX vs ATV Untamed, it's about driving over hill and dale and all the other obstacles that bring off-road vehicles to the limit. Right after the imposing and picture-tremendous intro film, you are flung into an option menu that teems with choices. 8 vehicle classes, 9 game modes and 10 difficulties wait to be tried out and played through. In open cross races, you bomb through the wilderness with trucks and buggies. On supermoto routes, you give motorcycles and quads the spores. In the freestyle mode, you are supposed to jump as stylish as possible over trunks, rocks and mud pits. And in the supercross, you must show that you can control your vehicle also in haul course, with narrow curves and big ramps. Whether you prove yourselves in a championship, line up in self-compiled running series, or want to face all challenges at the same time in the X-Cross competition is up to you. In order to be successful, you need a lot of feeling, however, in the fingertips. Even if the control is very simple and arcade-like, the realistic driving physics forces you not to become carefree. Once a jump is wrongly timed, it tears you from your wheels during the landing. Once a curve wrong started and half the field flashes by. Exactly therefore you should plunge into the succeeded multiplayer mode if you have developed a feeling for vehicles and routes. Otherwise you cannot expect a top placement in the split screen duels or in an online way against up to 11 competitors. The bigger defect is however the graphic. The drivers and vehicles are very beautifully animated, does not save the visual impression. Also the sound is hardly worthy of a next generation game. When you switch off the background music, which is worth listening, you can hear only monotonous engine noise. Those who like masses of trick jumps and bumpy pists will nevertheless have fun with MX vs ATV Untamed. Off-road fans get for their money an amusing running game that is easy to operate but which lacks of the innovation and finesses of a next-gen title. The Xbox 360 version is giving a better optical impression, by the way. And here are more novelties of the last week. Sega Superstars Tennis is out now. Those who love fast action and a tennis that is a little different are absolutely on the right address. Sonic and his 15 friends compete on different places and in different disciplines with each other. Every character has its own specific abilities. One time the balls fly in a zigzag round over the place, the other time small mines explode. With Tennis Superstars, Sega has fished out the most popular superstars from the box and presented an in fact fabulous arcade game. Gran Turismo Prologue stands in the starting blocks. 40 vehicles, new passages, a new artificial intelligence and new driving physics were given to the successful running game series. Online we can drive from now on with up to 16 players on the passages around best times. Gran Turismo Prologue is a necessity for fans of the series and an ideal possibility to reduce the waiting times onto the 5th part. Codename Panzers has published the latest part. From now on we can play Cold War. During the Berlin blockade, a tragic collision of an American relief supplies machine with a Russian bomber happens. The anyhow strained relation gets broken and it comes to the war. In many single-player missions and on more than 20 multiplayer cards we may enter the conflict. In total there are 18 missions waiting to be solved from you. By the way, the developers are proud of the influence of the new weather. If it rains, the troops come only badly ahead. Also new are amphibian vehicles and helicopters. Kane's Red is out now. The add-on for Command & Conquer 3 Tiberium Wars deals also with the story of the main game. All 3 playable parties are given new troops, by the way. So for example, there's a new agile gunship, the Hammerhead, or a new GDI ground troop which throws bang grenades. At the Knots we get presented the Tiberium Trooper among other things. In addition there will be a new domination mode at Kane's Red.